of rain today, it actually ended up turning out nice.
Real nice day.
Yeah, so that's what's up. And how is the
Yeah.
missus?
She is good in there chilling.
Period.
We
That's how
we we tell Maury to make me a burger out of this little half thing right here. Yeah, I appreciate you. But yeah,
love it, love it.
yeah, I just like you said, I was like, man, today is such a nice day after the rain cleared away. It was so mild out,
Yeah.
perfect temperature, sun shining. I was like, okay, let me get out here and fire this grill up, goddamn me.
Yeah, it's a nice day. That's for sure. Hey, Dana,
Hey, friend.
Dana
what you
Day.
drinking? A little Coca Cola. Oh,
Root
okay.
beer.
I got you. Okay, okay. Well, glad to see y'all today. We almost to the weekend.
Yes, indeed.
It's almost to the weekend. Celebrate good times. Come on. Hey, Giselle.
Hey,
How's it going?
I'm hot.
Is it hot in Houston? I bet you it is.
No, I'm at my mama house.
Oh, hey,
Ah,
in Lawton.
girl, I moved my mama out here a long time ago. Stop playing.
I didn't know that.
And did.
Hey,
Hello.
mama.
She talking about hello.
Hey, hey, mama. Okay.
Yeah, I
Is
didn't have my
mama,
mom. I didn't have my mom out
is
here for
mama,
5 years.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. Is mama who cooking?
Nobody.
Ah, she in the background talking, ain't nobody, not
She
a
said nobody,
soul.
not
Not
today.
today.
No,
Not
that's right. Well,
today. I feel it.
tell mama we'll have Glenn to email us some of that chicken he got over there.
Hey,
She
You
got to
got
man,
check
some
her
you got some
email.
got to.
chicken?
Man, I'm getting to the chicken. I just threw some burgers on now.
Some chicken and some
Period.
he gonna express us some cheesecake.
Yeah, all of that.
Period. Well, welcome everyone to Straight to the Point OKC. It's your girl Toy. We got Glenn, Dana, and Giselle. Everybody say they're having a good week so far. We all back in one accord. Praise the Lord. No, play. Ooh, child. Anywho, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and jump into some stuff here because time be moving. I tell you, it moves
Yes, it do.
only when you off the clock. When you on the clock, time
My
be
God,
just as
today.
slow as a turtle. I don't understand it. I can't
Mm-mm.
help myself to understand it as long as I'm breathing.
Let me tell
Why
you how
does it
you
take?
speed it up. You
How
speed
you
it up
do it?
by drinking a lot of water at work, right? So if you drink a
Uh,
lot of water, then you got to take more pee breaks. And by the
Hmm.
time you get to running in and out of the bathroom, it's time to go.
it's
So
and
that's
need
the
to take a
secret.
water pill. Is that what you're
I've
saying?
been doing it wrong the whole time.
Well, we got the key to the solution now. Shoot, thank you for sharing. Shit, because I'd be like, oh my god, what? 12 o'clock? Yeah, it'd be a lot. All right, well, we in the same tonight. Let's see. Birthdays. It is Taurus season. That's what they told me the animals.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's Taurus season.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. If
it
you
is
are a
Taurus season
Taurus.
right now.
Okay. All right. I don't want to get jumped. You know, they serious about their shit. You know, I understand.
Yeah, they is.
So but shout out to all the Tauruses. If you're celebrating your birthday, definitely let us know. We'll give you a shout out. What events we got coming up, Glenn? I tried to hold
Uh,
down the events, bro, but I'm not good at that shit.
yeah, man. Sometimes I'll be locked in. Sometimes I'll be forgetting stuff. But one thing I did want to announce is, the Louisiana and the Hot Boys and Lil Wayne that was coming to the Paycom Center. So
Oh,
we collaborated.
fancy.
Of course, it collaborated with Paycom again and Nacho Cheesecake. So we're giving away free tickets to that concert.
How do I get the free tickets? Or do I need to share 90 more times? How do I
Listen,
do it?
all you got to do is share the post, like I said, and it automatically enters your name into it. But if you're a loyalty customer, then you automatically get your name put into any of our raffles multiple times.
Oh,
So
so
that's
I
a
need to
perk
be
of being
buying
a
every week.
loyalty member. Yeah, well,
Uh-oh.
free,
Ooh.
and it just automatically enters your name 3 or 4 times each time we have a raffle. Because last week we gave away Kevin Hart tickets.
I
So,
know. I wanted to
it's
be at
legit.
that one.
But
Wanted to go
yeah,
see Kevin.
but other than that, I'm trying to remember. I don't think anything I know of aside of our regular scheduled events. The Music Man is throwing a tourist bash. He said that's like the 17th, I think, next week or the week
Oh,
after next, something like that.
okay, May 17th. Okay. That's
Yep,
definitely in about 2 weeks.
yep. So
Okay.
something like that.
Well,
But other than
cool.
that, I'm not too sure.
Gotcha. Well, y'all know Music Man throws some of the best parties. So don't miss out on it if you're a tourist, especially. Make sure you got your face in the place. All right.
Mhm.
Other than that, y'all know we got our normals: Ice Event Center, Elmer's, Hanks, uh,
Oak Room.
Sunny Bees, Coach's Corner. Who am I? Hugly Bugly, Bugly. Who? What's that name?
Oak Room
Oak Room.
and
No,
26 Lounge.
26 Lounge. But what's the? Is it Hubbly Bubbly?
Yeah,
And
what we saying, black on or just any
oh, they not black on.
spot?
My bad. Ooh, ooh.
Nah,
Let me back up. Let me back up. My bad. I don't know why I thought they was black on. I'm so sorry. Don't y'all kick me out the black community. I'm sorry.
nah. Josh is he cool people, man. He rock with us pretty much. All his events and
Okay.
stuff is tailored for that crowd. So
Cool beans. Well, shout out to Josh at Hubbly Bubbly. All right. All right. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing nothing here. Yeah, I think that's it right there on events. All right, Dana, would you rather?
All right. Would you rather never be able to use any type of search engine like Google or Bing, or would you rather never use social media ever again?
Mm. Cause
Mm-hmm.
listen, I need Google. I need Google. Facebook be lying. They be out here lying like a motherfucker. Yeah, I need Google. I'm out to, yeah. In my right mind, I'm gonna need Google. Now I'm gonna miss social media. I am because social media is just where you go to kick it at. Period. But when I need them facts, baby, and I ain't saying Google's 100%, but they more 100% than social media. That's just me. I have to go with Google.
Mm,
That's a hard one. I know. They over here like, man, I don't know.
mm.
I don't. I think for
No,
me it would
I would
depend.
definitely go
Like,
with Google.
yeah, I think I would probably go with Google. I think that if I, for example, if I were like an independent business owner, which I am not,
Hmm.
then social media right now is seems to be a heavier promoter for business purposes outside of Google.
Right.
But outside of that, I would stick with Google.
Yeah, yeah. That's a tough one for me because I run a lot of stuff through social media.
Yeah,
But Google is equally as good to my business because Google Business, which is they give that to you for free. They set up a profile for you for free and everything. And
that's nice.
yeah, it's actually dope. And Google always runs the analytics, gives you the numbers, and lets you know all that stuff. But for me right now, it's crucial for me to have social media. So
Hmm.
I got to go with social media. Although, god damn, because boy, and Google and stuff be coming in clutch for everything. You know what I'm
It
saying?
do. It do. It really do. And so, Dana, you said you'd have to stick with Google too.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a Google for me. But I'm a hop on Glenn's page and say what I need to say, and then sign off his toy when I finish.
You
They go
feel
like, this
me?
bitch don't even have a page. All right, y'all. That's our would you rather for tonight. Would you rather stick with Google and what did you say the other one was?
Bing.
Bing. Okay, I've never used Bing before, but would you rather have Google and Bing, or would you rather have social media? Social media. Oh my God. I've been talking to people all day, so my words are starting to like come together. It's all right though. All right then. All right. We doing good on time. We doing good on time. Let's hop into a topic real quick. So I wanted to bring this topic back up. I think we did it 2 weeks ago. Glenn missed it because he had an emergency call with his baby. And then Giselle was off on business. So I wanted to bring this. And then Dana couldn't see the video. So I'm gonna see if she can see the video tonight. All right, here we go.
Yep, you're married with a child. Yes. You and your husband and your child go out on your sailboat. Okay. The sailboat gets shut. It's sinking. Yeah. Who are you going to save, the child or your husband? Look, I would choose my child's father because we can make more children. This is an impossible choice. You also have to understand that this my hierarchy in my life. I agree. God, my man, husband, my children, everything else. And also, I just want to emphasize spouse. Your baby and your man is in the water. Yeah. Your baby look like a baby. Your man look like a grown man. I'm saving my baby. Like I love my wife, but like I just feel like my what if she's incapacitated? What if she's knocked out? I feel like she would be mad at me if I saved her. She would, but she would get over it because now you a single daddy. As a man, I can't even like go back and be like, "Oh yeah, I saved my wife. I let the baby die." Who am I gonna go tell that story to? Everybody. Let me tell you this. This is why having an integrity point and barometer with self is so important. Because if somebody said to me, you let your kids die and you saved your husband, absolutely. Now, it's not to say that I wouldn't grieve, that I wouldn't be sad. I'd probably ask myself, did I make the right choice? Oh my God, are we ever going to have children again? You know, I'm getting up there in age. Having kids is hard. All of these things are real things, but I'm telling you right now, I don't care what anybody has to say about any decision that I made because I did it and I meant it. First situation, your husband, you love so much, on that boat, and you win the baby. In the water. Yeah. What do you want him to do? I would want him to save the child, but I would understand why he chose me. You will be happy with him after he chose you, not the child? This is such a challenging choice, but ultimately, my husband. I so recklessly trust my husband that in that moment, that's what made sense to him. You can't. And I might be mad. Yeah. I'm already geriatric. We might never be able to have kids again, and the grieving would be crazy for sure. But if he chose me over our children, there's a reason why. God's not done with me yet. Well, people love the word until it's inconvenient, until there's judgment and bias around it. But when you think biblically, husband and wife should submit unto each other. You come first. You are the home front. You are the union. After God comes my husband. If I got to choose between my parents, whom I love, my mom is my very best friend, and my husband, I'm choosing my husband. And this is the problem. People are confusing marriage with being husband and wife. Those are two very different things. Say that one more time. Husband or wife means I am committed to this. I am submitted to the mission. I got you, no matter what, under the eyes of God, through sickness and health, through all of the things that may come. That is my husband. Not I got married. Most people are just married, but they'll never experience what it means to be husband or wife. They're weak and they quit and they give up and they say, oh, well, it's just easier if I get divorced. So for me, when I have not a husband, but I have my husband, my God-sent husband, the husband that I have been waiting and praying for. When that is my guy and I make a commitment under God, he's first. I no longer belong to my father. I belong to my husband.
All right. Who y'all saving? Shit. Just get to the point. Who the fuck y'all? Is you saving the kids or are you saving him? Or her?
Yeah, you can't just answer that question just flat out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's many layers to answer that
And
question.
Yeah.
especially at the last minute, like it's
Context.
the
Yeah.
last minute thing for me. Like it's happening, and you sitting up here like, oh my God, this one's floating this way, and this one's floating this way. Who the hell am I gonna go get?
It just
Man, that
depends on the kid's age. To
yeah,
me,
It's
It depends. It has to have a lot of context to the situation and stuff. It's crazy. That's hard. But what I'm gonna say is, we all can believe how we want to believe, right? And she is not wrong in her opinion. And that's how she feels. That's how she feels. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And to a degree, depending on the situation, I agree with her. You know what I'm saying?
Now you
To
say
the
you say to a degree. So what other degree do you not?
right, well, because she was just like pretty much like, hey, my spouse
Period.
over everything. Yeah, but depending on the circumstances, because sometimes stuff goes sour, and then you start thinking about your kid and your spouse. But just if we just talking clear hierarchy, then she's absolutely right. Because when those kids grow up, they're gonna go into their own household. Then that's the same way that they should govern their household. So
Hmm.
it's God, your spouse. That's
Hmm.
the hierarchy. I think that's how it starts. That's it. And I'm in complete agreement with that.
Hmm. Okay. So Amari is safe. She's safe.
Yeah, I'm a say, but let's say my situation right now. Like I said, it's depending on the situation. Because look, my kids are grown. Oh, so
Okay.
that's a hard ass question. That
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah. I look at it as relationships and marriages are not as loyal as our grandmothers and our parents may have been at some point. So I just feel like in
They
this day
never
and
loved
time, like
you then.
well, like Dana said, it kind of depends on how old they are. And all that. But for me, I'm definitely saving my child. I'm saving my child because I feel like my child needs an opportunity to be able to experience life. And I feel like adults have already done that. So yeah, I'm gonna save my child. Giselle's still thinking.
No, I ain't thinking no more. It is. I am writing with Glenn's initial first statement where he said it's situation based, where
Mm-hmm.
Dana was saying it's situation based, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she said something like very key that's kind of like it's one thing to be married, right? Versus like y'all are actually like locked in, like like 100% beyond a shadow about like this person got you, right? And like you said earlier, a lot of times people are not committed to you in that stance. And so I feel like things like that, they are definitely situation based. I also feel like it's hard to say because you can say what you want to say. And yes, in her position, is she correct in order? Should it be that way? Yes. But in the moment, you never know what you gonna do. Because it
Right.
sounds real good until you're in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Once you in a
Mhm.
situation, you never know what you're gonna do. Like prime example. Like my I can't say that in that moment, if my child, my baby, if he's in a
Mhm.
situation that's this very current moment, I couldn't tell you that I would save my husband, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
I can't say that I will. My initial thought would be to save my child. I've lived my life. He would have lived whatever piece of life that he done had. Look, he got more years behind him than he do in front of him. Let me go ahead and give my child a chance, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
However, like I said, you never really know what you're gonna do. And what she said, like I said, was politically correct and it was biblically correct. But
Yeah.
until you are in
Yeah.
a situation, you don't know what you're gonna do.
You don't know what you're gonna. I agree.
You don't know
I
what you're
agree
Yeah.
gonna
with you.
do. And then when you go
I
and you
agree with
start
you.
thinking about life and you start thinking about marriages and relationships and situations, like just
Mhm.
think about it hypothetically. How would you feel if you put your all into your spouse, right? You go
Mhm.
in something that situation happens. You let your child go to save your spouse, and 6 months later, your husband steps out on you. You ready to kill him
No, you
And then
because
probably
you
he could
wouldn't
have
do
just
sacrificed
that.
your
died in the
child
sea.
because
He
you
could have just went
sacrificed your
under the
child
sea.
because you put your everything. for this
Mm-hmm.
person. And then there's so it's too many like Dana said, it's too many layers for it. I can't straight out do that. You
Well,
don't know
I'm
what
gonna
you're
get
gonna
back.
do until you're in the situation.
I'm about to say, I
I'm gonna
think
give. Go
everybody
ahead.
on this podcast, I initially our parental instinct would kick in. Our first thing would be searching and securing our children. I
Yeah.
know that's because our spouse, that's probably the first thing going in their head too, which is probably why they wound up in the situation in the first place. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I know when anything pop off, our antennas always check for our kids. We sleep at
Yeah.
night, we hear a loud thunder crack, and boom, my kids is grown as hell. I still get up and go check on them if they at the house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm gonna give it over to Dana to give her 2 cents. But real quick, Sharitha said, hold on 1 second, y'all. I feel like I'm freezing up here. She said, I'm saving my kids. My husband would understand, and especially if he loves his family. Okay. Marnita said, thank God I'm single. Hmm. She said, I would save my children, being that I know I can't have any more children.
right. And see, that's a different circumstance. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's why I
Yeah.
said it's situational and circumstance based.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I get it. So Dana, I know you shared your even though you didn't get to see the video the last time. Did you got to see it this time though, right?
I
Okay.
did. I seen it.
Okay, perfect. Because I know the last time I kind of had to explain it to you. But yeah, so just kind of, I know you kind of spoke just a little bit at the beginning, but yeah, just kind of tell us like who would you go with, even though we know.
Well, oh, you don't. Oh, okay. Um, ain't really much change from my answer from last. Whenever we did this, ain't really
Mhm.
much change. But as far if that situation was to happen to me, we'd be straight. We certified lifeguards over here. Only person can't
Mhm.
swim is the new addition to the family, and three of us can swim, and we big. Yeah, we just got one person to say,
Mhm.
just one.
Mhm.
But what the lady was saying was absolutely 100% correct. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's a
Mhm.
lot of things supposed to be a certain way, but it's not. Like I said last week or whenever we did it, I haven't met nobody like that. I haven't experienced that type of love for me to sacrifice something as precious as my child because I can't have no more kids. That's it, one
Mhm.
and two.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in every situation, I'm gonna save them. Every situation because they're good kids. They got a good start. Yeah, I'm saving my baby. Ain't nothing changed from my answer at all because I haven't experienced that. But if I do, and this man does love me like Christ loved the church or
Come
whatever,
on,
it would
church. Hey,
depend on
glory.
how old. It depend on how old my kids is. Still, because that nigga
I
can
got you.
change. I had so many
Yeah.
niggas change up on me. Man,
Yeah.
can be cool for years, and then just boom, here I am. I'm crazy as hell. Woo-ha. Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I'm saving my babies. I'm saving the for sure thing, the for
Yeah.
sure guaranteed love. I'm saving them.
Yeah. Because I need to have grandkids. I need to be a grandma.
That part. My legacy must go on, nigga. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I'm just no.
The nigga, I don't know you. That's true though. I
Just
mean,
saying.
that's real talk. People are just not as loyal anymore, and that kills it. Like that kills the vibe. It's just like, man, if it came to you or my kids, I'm riding for my kids. You
Period.
know. But to each their own
Period.
situation. You got Glenn over there. He living a beautiful life right now. Him and Amari about to walk down the aisle. I'm fist to be the flower girl behind them and shit with my little church socks on. You know what I'm saying? Like some people living the life, and that's definitely a hard decision for them because they like, damn, I got my love of my life here that I know loves me, ride for me, whatever the case may be, and then damn it, I got my kids. So I
Mhm.
get it. I get it. Well, y'all let us know, those of you that are viewing for tonight, let us know. Would you save your spouse, your mate, or would you save your children? Let us know in the comment. We're gonna keep it pushing here. All right. So the topic for tonight. Oh my God. Here we go.
Thanks, man, honestly.
What the hell was that?
I know y'all was getting ready to ask what the hell, and I mean what the hell. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna read this caption because see, I'm still blind even with my glasses on. So y'all gotta pray for me. It's a hot mess going on. All right, but the caption did say 2 seconds. I'm almost there. Hold on, let me see. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay, it says Swaniak mother. She was held on a $250 million bond after her three kids were found living in a home filled with garbage, human feces. Mother allegedly abandoned kids for 5 years and only dropped off food to them weekly. That's why that house looked like that.
That's crazy.
That's mid crazy. Like, do you see all that trash stacked up food? I mean, first of all, why would you leave your kids and you know where she probably was? But the nerve for 5 years? Y'all know where she
How
was.
how old is these kids?
It didn't specify how old they were. It was just three kids. And I mean, obviously ain't old enough. I don't know
Not old enough to
because
control, so
Well, 5 years
yeah,
though, and ain't nobody know nothing.
that's what well, she coming by weekly, so
Dropping off food though. What about clothes? What about hygiene, showering? Like
what about school?
that's what I'm saying. Who
Ain't
helping with the
nobody came
homework?
from the school.
What they grades looking like? So you tell me these motherfuckers just was ain't nobody know nothing?
That's disgusting.
No way. No way. This has
Yeah,
to be
so
exaggerated. No way.
listen, they took the video
Yeah.
in there,
Oh.
in there, and that's what they came up with. But this takes me back to when we've had discussions before, about how parents are just they so busy in the streets, and this is not like on the level of what me and Glenn do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm in the Faith Evans mode. I don't leave my house unless I'm making money. That's as
Mm-hmm.
simple as that.
That's the
Okay.
truth.
You know what I'm saying? So you got some people that's out there hustling like everything. You just got some people that's in the streets. And that just takes me back to how these parents lead the oldest child to take care of all the other kids. But it's like the nerve of you though to sit up here and lead these kids to raise themselves for 5 years and you only come once a week, twice a week, probably. Like, that's insane.
And was probably living with a man and his kids, taking care
That's
of
my
them.
point. That's my whole point. I was like, y'all know where she was.
Yeah, because I've literally seen this before. People abandon their own kids, be up under some man and taking care of his kids,
Yeah.
and treating their
Mm,
kids like they don't exist.
yeah.
And them
Yeah.
kids grew to resent that person, and now that person sickly, and that man then left, and them kids don't give a damn about her and who she got to depend on. The
Yeah.
same goddamn kids that she abandoned, and she wonder why they she got to fight tooth and nail for them to come check on them, and she should be happy that they still do.
Hmm. So, my reason for posting this is I wanted to know how each of us would handle this situation if it was someone we knew or if it was a friend or something. Would you like have a discussion with them? Would you just blindly turn them in? Like, how would you handle it if it was somebody that you knew? Before y'all
Right in
say
their
something though,
face.
hold on. Before you say something, Marnita said, "How in the hell does that happen for 5 years and no one notices anything?"
Thank you.
Sharitha said, "This is so sad." I agree. I totally agree. And that's even from because, like you said, Glenn, I mean, let's even look at the fact of how were they going to school? Like, what was they looking like going to school if they were going to
Yeah,
school? What was they looking like? What was they smelling like?
yeah, because they wasn't. Come on, you ain't getting no good sleep in that house.
Ooh, child, that house looks horrible. But go ahead, Dana. You was getting ready to say something.
No, no, I'm just saying, if that was somebody I knew, bitch, I'ma turn you in. I'ma turn you in for having these kids living like this, and you over here with this man. I'ma tell you right up front. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
straight
Mm-hmm.
to your face. Fight me because I'm calling CPS on you. I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight to your face.
mm-hmm.
You want to fight? Shit. The fuck? Yeah, no. That wasn't 5 years. That's extensive. That's crazy. How did nobody not say nothing? No neighbors, no teachers, no
Thank you.
family members. Where the grandma at? Where the grandpa at? Where the uncles and aunties and the cousins and stuff that they know about these kids? Where they at?
Yeah,
They knew. They just turned a blind eye.
Yep. I
That's
mean, that
her.
whole
That's her and her
community
bad
fell there.
kid.
they was minding their business. They was minding their
That
business.
gets on
I
my
don't want.
nerve in the black community. That gets on my nerve in the black community
Thank you.
because when you need to talk, man, shit. But then when they shoot Ray Ray little bad ass and the mama down there hollering, I want to tell the whole. Listen, I'm so sick of us. Shit.
I am too.
I'm so goddamn sick of us. I really am.
Hey, you know what? That's some real spill. We are quiet
Goddamn fun.
about the wrong shit and
We are
loud
quiet
about
about
the
the wrong
wrong
shit.
shit and loud about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
Man,
Motherfuckers be fighting in the street, boy. We be like, yeah, man, let me get this on video. But when it comes to helping or putting some or telling somebody that they wrong or something, we got the biggest problem with doing that. It's like
I'm the
I ain't gonna
bad
say
person.
nothing.
You the bad
Mm-mm.
person. Everybody don't
Yeah.
talk to her. She mean and she did. No, I'm not tell you
Exactly.
just like a TIE. Yeah.
Tie.
All right.
Sharita said, "Why keep having kids if you don't have it in you to raise them and love them?"
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Boy, that
Oh,
dingaling got them
for a
women
kid,
twisted. That dingaling got them twisted, girl. They don't think about
Well,
their damn kids, Jesus.
yeah. And sometimes they doing it because they think that will secure or anchor something with that man, and the history tells them that that shit don't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they got this kid that because that man don't want him now, they don't want the kid either because it didn't work
Hmm.
out how they wanted it to work out, and it's sad.
Yeah.
And that's not
you
all
can keep a
cases,
nigga, baby.
but
Most
that's
cases.
yeah, in most
Most
cases.
cases. Yeah.
But it's wild. That's sad though. Just like Jackie said in the comments, no
No
village
village no
anymore.
more.
The
Amen,
village
Miss Jackie.
wouldn't allow that to happen. And it's just sad. And I wish we could have a time, not go back to a time, but have a time where we actually come together and really just really start looking out for us. And I'm telling you,
Hmm.
if we do, if we could just do that shit for 2 days straight, we will be shocked by
Yeah.
the amount of shit we have changed
Yeah.
around here. And then once we
Well,
see that we see what those 2 days will bring, I'm telling you, it'll shift our whole way that we move. And we could
Well,
lock
I
all of
will
that shit
say
down.
this, Glenn. I will say this. Okay. Now, I don't know. I talked about this last week about the young man, Carmelo, who is currently out on bail right now for
Mhm.
stabbing a white boy. Um, these people didn't think we was going to come together for him just because he killed somebody. And in reading the comments, even after we talked about it last week, I've still been on this case because I want to keep up with it and see what's going on, you know. But even after talking about it last week on the podcast, I've been reading some of the comments and just hearing from black people, man, look how we come together for our own. Now, just imagine if we did this on a daily basis. If we took up and gave a damn about each other on a daily basis. Just imagine what turnaround that would make for our community. It would
For
make a
our
huge
for our
difference.
nation. What you mean the community? For
Well, for
our
our nation
nation.
too, I
Shoot.
agree. Yes, for our nation too. But I mean, it would make a big difference if black people would stop always finding a reason to be mad at each other. We find the dumbest reason nowadays to be mad at each other. That bitch didn't turn my shoe right. I mean, stupid shit. Just like the dude that just passed away from the party a couple of weeks ago over a spilled drink, and they jumped him
It,
over a goddamn spilled drink. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
it was
It's
designed that way to
ridiculous.
make us like this.
Thank Dana.
People
I was
need to
gonna
read the
say it.
Willie Lynch letter.
I was gonna say it's
People
called
need to read the Willie
systematic
Lynch letter.
racism. They done
Man,
this.
it was designed that way.
So
I
you got to
promise we're the only race
deprogram.
that's like that. And
Yeah, you
black
got to
people
Mm-hmm.
so ignorant.
deprogram.
They white people said a long time ago, if you want to keep something from the black man, put it in a book. Niggas don't
Ah,
like
they
to
ain't never
read like
lied.
that.
Ooh, they ain't never lied.
I'm serious.
They ain't never lied.
But if people would read, if not people, if black people would read the Willie Lynch letter, it
Mm-hmm.
breaks it down like baby food on how they made it to where we're the race that's against each other. It's like we're still
Mm-hmm.
slaves in the mind
Mm-hmm.
because of what they put into place just
Mm-hmm.
for the black community, the browns, the blacks and browns, just us, but mostly just blacks, mostly. Read it, y'all. The Willie Lynch letter. You can
Okay.
Google it. It'll read it to you. You can put it in YouTube. It'll read
Okay.
it to you. Your mouth
Okay.
is gonna hit the fucking ground. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't think of it like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's some bullshit. It
I had
really
heard
is.
about it
Listen,
before, but I never read it for myself. So I'm definitely gonna go take the time out to go read it for myself.
man, do it.
Yeah.
Sharitha said the same. Sharitha named the book. She said, "The Color of Law."
Yep.
The
Oh
Color
That's a
yeah,
of
good one
Law.
too.
She said, "Go
Yeah.
read that one too." She said, "Go read
yeah.
that one too." That's a good one. Thank you, Sharitha. So yeah,
Yeah. All
it's
right.
just,
Well,
and
I
then
guess
it's just
I'll see
like, how
you
can we
when you
raise
come
our
back
kids to
Friday.
want to do better shit and be better if we're not doing it? We supposed to be the examples as adults, you know? Giselle, you down there quiet. Go ahead and talk to us. What you got to say?
I mean, I agree with everybody. I mean, I really don't think there's a whole lot more to add to it. It's just a simple fact. Like, I'm with everybody else. Like, where are all these people? Where are the kids with daddies at? Like,
Yeah.
where are these people? And
Mm-hmm.
for 5 years, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
5 years is a long
Mm-hmm.
time. But to answer the question, if it was somebody that I knew, I know you, like you were somebody in my company, and this is how you were handling your children, we gonna fight. Not
Square.
only are we gonna fight, then I'm taking your children and I'm calling the people. Period.
That's how it should be.
All of that. Yeah, I am gonna
That's
call
how
the
it should
people.
be.
I'm calling the people. In fact, I will call the people on speed dial. In fact, I'll put
Period.
you in a car and drop you off at the station. You going?
Man, come on.
She
I will
said, "You
hog
going?"
tie you, throw you in the trunk. Like you going? I will personally drop you off
Yeah.
because
On
at
the way
no
there,
point,
on the phone with the police. I'm on my
yes,
way, about to
I'm on
pull
my
up.
way. I'm going
She
to pull
trying
up
to
in
get
Bay
out
three
the
or
truck.
four. Bay 3 or 4. Where you need me to pull up at?
Right.
And I will never voluntarily pull up at the Fed's house. So you know that. But
Yeah.
that day
Hmm.
we yeah, she going. She's
She going.
definitely going. There's at no place that
Martin.
these children asked to be here or to be put in that situation. Now you
Yeah.
asking your children to become parents and to raise themselves all because you chasing behind something something else, whether it be a man, the streets, whatever it is. Like it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marnita said mofos can tell you all about the Diddy case and how much Beyonce tickets
Man,
cost, but don't know that they kids next door to you are suffering. You ain't never lied. I mean, people could tell you about the gossiping more than they can tell you about reality or facts about it. Say, like, it's crazy where our mindsets are nowadays. She said, do all of that and make sure I go live on all platforms. So she agreeing with y'all. She said, she said she gonna
man.
throw hands. She calling the people and she going live. And she going
She must be an earth sign too. It's an earth sign thing.
live. Okay.
We're gonna touch it
Marnita, you are
for sure.
we gonna
I
touch it.
mean, look, I'm like, I mean,
We gonna
You deserved it. You deserved it. I mean, I get it. I get it because sometimes it comes in it. If you gonna beat somebody's ass because they doing stupid shit like that.
that part.
Don't be beating somebody's ass because they looked at you wrong or because they wore the wrong goddamn color. That'd be stupid shit. If you gonna beat somebody's ass because they ain't parenting right.
Right.
That's a good reason to beat somebody's ass. Y'all be out here on the wrong shit beating somebody's ass. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, now if this was someone you knew, what you doing?
First, I gotta holler at him. You know what I'm saying?
Glenn
Like,
got a little hard. I knew he was gonna say
yeah,
that.
I gotta holler at him. See, like,
You gonna
yo,
talk
what?
reason with them.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? Like, you straight? Like, what's up? You know? And then if I feel like, yo, you just negligent, you on some bullshit, then I gotta do what I'm obligated to do. You know, because
Hmm.
even if it was myself, I hope somebody would turn me the fuck in because those kids don't deserve
Right.
that. You know, so I'm gonna
Right.
do what I got to do. Because sometimes people go to stuff like, "What's up? Are y'all needing some help? We can plug you up with some resources. This ain't right."
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
just see that they just don't give a fuck and they on that, then yeah, now we got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you, and then we gonna follow the right procedure.
There you
You
go.
know.
Yeah. Okay.
no,
He's taking the
nobody filed a
non-violent way.
missing persons report. Like, I'm just not understanding.
Yeah, that's why I'm really baffled. That's why I said this has to be exaggerated because that long. But you know what? I say that lightly because I'm a documentary fanatic and I've seen some shit that I just cannot believe.
Wait, where
Yeah.
they
Like,
lived at? Where they
you know what
lived
I'm
at? That's
saying?
the question.
Like, come on.
I don't know.
Because you
I'm
see
not
these
sure.
cases where these people been living under the porch for 20 years, kidnapped, and ain't
Man.
nobody knew nothing. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's
Crazy shit.
clear signs. Yeah, so
Listen, there was another situation though. We gonna talk about it one day. About this Caucasian husband and wife adopted some black kids,
oh yeah,
enslaved
I seen
them.
that. I seen
That
that.
shit is crazy. And it's just
Yeah.
like, so when was that gonna be reported? Like why the
Well
fuck is you slaving kids?
well they know not to report that too loudly until they had
Get
those
your ass
people
beat.
apprehended. Yeah, until those people was probably apprehended and put in well they ain't gonna be putting gin pop. They're gonna be putting protect they ain't
Yeah,
gonna be able to be with the rest of the prisoners.
at
So
all.
I'm telling
At
you.
all. They gonna go home early to see the Lord. Early. Hey
Hmm.
Tracy, thank you for joining us. Now Marnita said she a fire sign. Now Marnita, what is that? I have to look that sign up because are you is that cancer?
No, that's not
She's a
cancer.
what?
That's
A cancer? Oh, okay.
she's a fire no, she's a fire sign, but I don't know what sign that is.
She must be an Aries. Gotta
Oh,
be.
okay. No, because
Aries.
I don't remember her. Okay, Marnita,
Is
you're
that
gonna have to
Aries?
confirm. I'm not sure on that one. I'm not
That
sure.
Aries
Y'all
will
gonna have
tag that ass. Hit, hit,
period.
blicky, blicky.
Shit, for real. For real, for real. No, I don't know
Tag
what sign that is, but yeah. Um,
Let me tell y'all about this restaurant experience I had.
Oh
Since we're
Lord.
talking about race,
Oh.
outdone, so outdone. It was a couple days ago, Monday actually. I didn't feel like cooking, so I said I'm gonna take my boys out to a nice restaurant and get us a good meal. We
Mhm.
went to this place called Isla's Kitchen. Isla's Kitchen is on Greenwood, in the Greenwood district. Let me say that, right
Oh
across
shit.
from the 103.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, sis is a
So we
Leo.
went there.
Okay.
Really?
She's a
See,
Leo.
that was
Yeah.
coming.
She
Really? They
she
normally,
definitely gonna tap
they
somebody's ass.
normally,
Okay.
I got today, that line. Okay. But, okay. Anyway, we go in. We go in. The hostess is nice. The first thing to come out of my little son's mouth, Rico's mouth, he said, Mom, it ain't no black people in here. I said,
Mm.
yeah, son, you're right. It's a southern kitchen, but the lady was nice. She sat us
Hmm.
down and everything. And they
Hmm.
looking around like, Mama, man. They was accounting from the jump.
Yeah, they like, I don't know,
Anyway,
mama.
so the waiter comes over with the bus, with the what do you call it, the bus boy or the bar back or
Yeah.
whoever he is that wipe off the
Mm-hmm.
tables and keep the bar stocked, whoever the
Yeah.
fuck he is. She comes over with him to take our drink orders, right?
Hmm.
So I ain't think nothing of it because I ain't never been to this place before. I'm like, oh,
You
okay,
gonna get
yeah,
a whoop.
just give us 3 blackberry lemonades. We
Okay.
get our
Oh.
lemonade. They bring the lemonade out, and the man is still standing over her, like shouting, like he's training or something. So I got that in
Uh-huh.
my mind, training him, right?
Hmm.
No, white family comes to sit in the booth in front of us. She comes by herself and take their order. Not only do she come by herself, she steps up on the little podium to get closer and lean into him. She was
Mm-mm.
standing waiting for him to
Mm-mm.
far the fuck back from her. But anyway,
Mm.
she took their orders very polite. I'm like, okay, that was the first thing. I'm like, brought them saucers, brought them water, took their drink order, came back with coffee and creamer and all the shit that they like, all they shit. And I'm like, oh, well, shit. Got us our blackberry lemonade. We ain't got no water to wash our shit down with. Okay, no problem. No problem, right? We got silverware. We good. So she comes back and takes our order for whatever food we're going to eat and appetizer, right? With
Hmm.
the bar back.
Mm.
Order our shit. Cecil accidentally spilled his drink because it was one of the mason jars with a handle on it, and he clicked
Yeah.
it and it fell off. So we cleaned the drink up, and we had a big pile of paper towels sitting in the middle of the table for about 15, 20 minutes. The lady kept walking back and forth and back and forth. They saw us. They saw Cecil drop his drink, waste his drink, didn't come clean it up. But she walking back and forth and serving this other table in front of us and everybody else that don't look like us. Anyway,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
they brought out our appetizer, sat our appetizer down. The lady from the kitchen brought our appetizer out, not the waiter. Sat it down. She took the paper towels, said, "Oh, I'll take that." Didn't offer to refill the drink. And we're sitting there with our appetizer, but we don't have any saucers. And we got fried green tomatoes, and they put motherfucking, what you call that shit, cowboy caviar, the Caucasianest dish you can think of. If you ever had it, it's like black eyed
Yeah.
peas and
Yeah,
pickles and
corn
shit.
and yeah,
Yeah,
all that.
Yeah.
they drizzled that shit across motherfucking fried green tomatoes.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm sitting. They sat it down, and we like, okay, she gonna bring us some saucers because we ain't gonna just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She walking back and forth and bringing them napkins and bringing and not ignoring us or whatever. And Cecil was like, "Mama, let's go, Mama. He about to lose his mind." I said, "Well, just hang on. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure because this I ain't never really had this happen before."
Right.
Bitch, they never came back. We got up and walked out, and they didn't even fucking notice. Left the damn appetizer right on the table. Didn't touch it. Left it right on the table and walked out and went to Fixins and got a great meal. But I will never go to Isla's Kitchen again.
That's crazy.
Never. We got, yeah, we got, and I'm like, oh, it was one. It was one other black guy in there with a white woman, pure white, pure,
Don't count. Don't count.
pure,
Uncle Tom. Uncle
pure.
Tom, got you.
Yep.
Got you.
And then they got
Mm,
minimal service because they was getting the type of service that we were getting.
that's crazy work. That's crazy work. I probably would have left too.
It's in the Greenwood district.
Yeah, I would have left too. Simply because now I was in a situation like that before. Um, my mouth, though, Jesus, my mouth. But good thing is that the kitchen was open enough for me to be able to see what was going on when they were cooking my food. So I think that's the only reason why I ended up staying. But it was this particular time I went to a Mexican restaurant, and variety of people still work in Mexican restaurants. I go in there. I walk in first, and then a Caucasian guy walks in after me. I sit down first, then he sits down, right? Um, but when the lady comes out, she goes and to him first. But she see me sit down first, but she goes to him first and gets his drink order and stuff, and then she comes over to me. And then she drops off. She goes and drops off his chips and salsas and stuff, and then she brings me mine. So I was like, okay, she got one more time to go over there and greet him about anything before she get to me. So I was waiting because I went ahead. I already knew what I was going to order. So I put my menu to the side because I want you to know that I'm ready to order. He's still looking. She goes over there while he's still looking at that goddamn menu. I got up. I walked over to her and I said, ma'am, I said, I'm sitting over here waiting for you to come take my order. I said, I don't know if you taking his order before me because I'm a black woman. I said, but you going to need to get your ass over here and take this order because as you can see, he's still looking at this goddamn menu. Get your ass over here and take this goddamn order.
Geesh, geesh.
That's exactly what the fuck I told that bitch. Get your monkey ass over and take this goddamn order. So she brought her ass over there and took that order, and I watched that motherfucking cook the whole goddamn time. Cause I want you to spit on something. Give me a reason to come back, that motherfucker. I ain't shit. A bitch just told me today I look 25. I said I'll beat a bitch's ass like I am.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
We just can't take
Shit.
you nowhere.
Nowhere. Cause shit like that pisses me
Nowhere.
off. Cause bitch, don't disrespect me because of my color. That's why I would never make it in the slavery days. I'd already been dead. Because a bitch like me gonna say something.
Yeah. What was I about to say, man? I think here in Oklahoma, um, a lot of this racism, of course, is inherited, is passed down.
Man.
And if you watch the Oklahoma City bombing documentary on Netflix, it's
Mm-hmm.
extremely evident of the racism that's very affluent in Oklahoma. They
Seen
didn't
it not too
know
long ago.
they didn't know
Mm-hmm.
who or what the fuck happened. When they finally figured out, oh shit, this wasn't a gas line, a gas main explosion, because that's what they said at first.
Mm-hmm. They
This
did.
this was actually a bomb because we're looking at the area and we're looking at everything, and the experts finally said, no, this was a bomb. As soon as they said that, with no information at all, they said two Middle Eastern men driving a van.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't have no evidence of shit.
None.
They just put that
None.
out there. And you know what? Those people, I did see this Muslim woman. She was running across the street and her husband and some all these white women on there talking about how they seen these Muslim people doing strange shit. I'm like, probably because you was fucking harassing them,
Right.
eyeballing them, and they was trying to skedaddle before they come over there and put something on your ass, and then you really gonna have a reason to be upset and scared of them.
Mm,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Dang.
that just killed me. And then when they finally did, they found out who it was, and that it was some white people. That was this and that. Some of the people, although it's sad, piped down because they were like, oh shit. But they were still talking about, oh, hang them, get some good Oklahoma justice. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Did you watch that shit? I'm like, yo, this
I
kind of
did.
disturbing.
That's crazy. That shit is crazy. Like, why are y'all like this? Mm-mm.
That shit was
Mm-mm.
wild. But like I said, when I was growing up, especially where I grew up at, and all those little small rural areas, there was certain places we were told not to go, and definitely not to be there when the sun starts to go down. And I tell
Yeah.
people that, and I was born in 1987, so let that sink in.
Oh, it
Poor
was
little
born
thing
in
thing.
'87.
See,
Oh,
I knew I shouldn't have said. I knew I shouldn't have said that. I just, but when it escaped my lips, I just felt like I shouldn't have said
oh my
that.
Glenn. Can't nobody mess with you,
Oh
Glenn. We gonna beat them up.
man.
Yeah.
That's my little brother. Don't you mess with my little
Oh my
brothers.
goodness.
It's all right, Glenn. You still good with me. Let's see. Marnita
Hmm.
said God is still working on me because I would have left, but not so calmly. And listen, he's working on me too,
Man.
but he ain't working fast enough because I be popping off. Like I just don't like you. You're there for a reason. You're at work for a reason. You took that job for a reason. And so you need to make sure you own your shit. I was a server for 7 years. I knew my shit. I knew my shit. I knew who was walking in. I knew who was set first. I knew all of that shit. And I treated people accordingly so I can make sure that you don't try to skip out on no tip. No. Don't be I
Don't
seen
get
you
that
come
tip,
in.
damn it.
He just skipping out on no goddamn tip. You pay me my money, okay? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Sharitha said the bombing too hurtful to watch it. I will one day. Yeah, it's
I
it's
totally
it's
understand. It's intense for
It
sure.
is. It really is. And I remember that day. And I actually happened to miss school that day because my mama, listen. Ooh, I was asleep for Jesus. I didn't like to get up in the mornings. But I remember that day. I slept in. My mama kept trying to wake me up that day, but baby, it didn't work. It didn't work. I probably was at church all night. And so that next day, my dad was gonna take me to go. Daddy had to take me to work. I was gonna take me to school. I was gonna get a whooping first because him don't like to be woken up out of his sleep to take me to school. So I was gonna get a whooping, no doubt about it. But the bombing threw it off. The bombing kept me from getting a whooping that day because we heard it on the news. And then my godmother, she worked in the building that was next door to the actual building that got bombed. So she got affected because her building kind of caved in on the side where she was. So she ended up having to go to be in the emergency room for a few days.
Isn't that
So
how the wind within 100 miles did that?
yeah,
Yeah,
oh
within
yeah,
100 miles. Yeah.
it did
I don't know
some
where those.
damage.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did some damage. So, and then my mom knew some people that worked down there and they passed away as well. So, it's definitely hurtful that our city, our state even had to experience that or go through that because of some Caucasian men. But they always want to say black people's the problem. We're not the ones shooting up stuff and blowing up stuff for no reason.
Yeah. Well, of course, I was staying far away from here, but I had an aunt who was a nurse practitioner that was a part of the relief and rescue efforts. And
Mm,
she when I say never talked about it, she never talked about it because she just can't bear to talk about what she seen. It was
hmm
that bad. She just I know she called my grandmother, which is her oldest sibling, oldest sister, because they
hmm
always you know how it is. She was like the mama of the bunch. And so they all
Yeah.
call her, and she just called her, and I can just remember just hearing her cry, 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 cry. She
Oof.
just was just calling her, just crying, just crying, just crying, just crying.
That's crazy. And then the babies that were lost in there.
Hmm.
Oh, Jesus, that's crazy. Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that's traumatizing.
Very.
Marnita said, I ditched class and was at the Myriad waiting on the bus to go to John Marshall being fast. Girl, what school was you going to that you was getting ready to go to John Marshall now? I know you, and then you, boy, shut your ass up. Leave them alone, barking at people. But if you were at the Myriad that day downtown, right? Myriad Garden downtown, did you hear it, experience it? What happened? Sharitha said I had a classmate who lost her mother. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Sharitha. I know that's devastating for this time to come around for because that's just a horrible memory. You wake up thinking everybody gonna be good. That's why every day
Yep.
that I get up, I always thank God for allowing me to see another day. But go, I'm just like God, but I need you to protect me, protect my dad, protect my son, protect my mother at all
Hmm.
costs. Bring us home safely. Because, man, that devastating feeling of your loved one getting up that morning but not coming home that night, baby, ain't nothing more devastating than that.
Yeah.
Nothing, you know. So, but anywho, we are at our time. We are at our time. We want to thank everybody for tuning in with us. Tonight is Straight to the Point OKC. Listen, if this is your first time joining us, go to our page, like our page, share it, let others know about it. Also, feel free. We're also on YouTube. So check out some of the videos that we have done previously. We've been doing this since August, and we're looking to hit August, our year anniversary. So definitely continue to support us, and we greatly appreciate it. Glenn, Giselle, Dana, thank y'all for tuning in with me tonight. I know y'all some busy people, but I greatly appreciate it. I want everybody to have a blessed week and a safe weekend, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Bye, mama.